LeBron James is one of the most famous and successful basketball players in the world. He is a role model to many young people and an inspiration to anyone who wants to achieve their dreams. But LeBron's story is about much more than just basketball. His story is one of determination, hard work, and success. He faced many challenges in his life, but he overcame them all to become the man he is today. If you are looking for motivation, LeBron James is the perfect example to follow. Despite the challenges he faced, LeBron was able to succeed both on and off the court. In this video, we will take a look at the life and career of LeBron James. Childhood and early life. James was born on December 30, 1984, in Akron, Ohio, to Gloria Marie James, who was 16 at the time of his birth. His father, Anthony McClelland, has an extensive criminal record and was not involved in his life. Gloria was left with no other choice but struggled and raised James on her own. They moved from apartment to apartment in the seedier neighborhoods of Akron, while Gloria struggled to find steady work. Realizing that her son would be better off in a more stable family environment, Gloria allowed him to move in with the family of Frank Walker, a local youth football coach who introduced James to basketball when he was 9 years old. LeBron was always enjoyed the game of basketball since childhood. James began playing organized basketball in the 5th grade. He later played amateur athletic union basketball for the Northeast Ohio Shooting Stars. The team enjoyed success on a local and national level, led by James and his friends Sean Cotton, Drew Joyce III, and Willie McGee. In a move that stirred local controversy, they chose to attend St. Vincent St. Mary High School, a private Catholic school with predominantly white students. LeBron James showcased a natural talent for the game of basketball and was then recruited in 1999 by St. Vincent St. Mary High School to join their basketball team. During his senior year, he was named Ohio Mr. Basketball and was selected to the USA Today All-USA First Team for 2 consecutive years. He was also the first junior to be named Gatorade National Player of the Year in boys basketball. Also, during his senior year, James was the centerpiece of several controversies. For his 18th birthday, he skirted state amateur bylaws by accepting a Hummer H2 as a gift from his mother, who had secured a loan for the vehicle by utilizing James's future earning power as an NBA superstar. This prompted an investigation by the Ohio High School Athletic Association because its guidelines stated that no amateur may accept any gift valued over $100 as a reward for athletic performance. James was cleared of any wrongdoing because he had accepted the luxury vehicle from a family member and not from an agent or any outside source. James appealed the ruling, and his penalty was eventually dropped to a 2-game suspension, allowing him to play the remainder of the year. The Irish were also forced to forfeit one of their wins, their only official loss that season. In his first game back after the suspension, James scored a career-high 52 points. St. Vincent St. Mary went on to win the Division II championship, marking their 3rd division title in 4 years. Professional career. LeBron made it official that he would enter the 2003 NBA draft. James was selected by his hometown team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, as the first overall pick of the 2003 NBA draft due to his outstanding statistics. He played for the Cavaliers from 2003 to 2010. James proved himself to be a valuable addition to his hometown team, and at the end of his first regular season, he was named the NBA Rookie of the Year. James was also the youngest player at the age of 20 to receive this award. In 2005, James made history when he became the youngest player ever to score more than 50 points in a game. At the 2006 All-Star Game, James led the East to victory with 29 points and was named the NBA All-Star Game Most Valuable Player. James maintained an outstanding performance during the 2007-2008 season, scoring an average of 30 points per game. James was named All-Star Game MVP for the 2nd time. This placed him ahead of rival star players such as Kobe Bryant and Allen Iverson. In February of the 2009-10 season, James was forced into a temporary point guard role following a series of injuries to players in the Cavaliers' backcourt. Behind his leadership, Cleveland lost no momentum, finishing the year with the best record in the league for the 2nd consecutive season. On July 1, 2010, James became a free agent. During this time, he was contacted by several teams, including the Bulls, Los Angeles Clippers, Miami Heat, New York Knicks, New Jersey Nets, and Cavaliers. On July 8, he announced on a live ESPN special titled The Decision that he would sign with the Heat. His announcement drew intense criticisms from fans and sports segments. Many considered his decision a betrayal to his hometown and team. Shortly after he departed from the Cavaliers, owner Dan Gilbert wrote an open letter aggressively denouncing James's decision. As a result of his actions, he gained a reputation as one of America's most disliked athletes at the time. But he never loses his hope, and during the 2011-2012 season, James and his team had a major breakthrough. The NBA star finally earned his first title when the Heat defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Finals, scoring 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists. At 28 years old, King James made NBA history when he became the youngest player to score 20,000 points, coming after Kobe Bryant of the Lakers, who achieved this at 29. He became the 38th player in the history of the NBA to meet this feat. The Heat saw yet another success during the 2012-2013 season, winning its second NBA championship consecutively. At the end of his contract with the Heat, precisely on July 12, 2014, he officially signed with the Cavaliers. James, who was hampered by a left knee and lower back injuries, missed 13 out of 82 season games in the 2014-2015 season. Later, James and his team got to the NBA Finals, making him the first player in about 50 years to reach the championship in 5 seasons consecutively. Due to his teammates Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, his hopes of claiming a third title were impaired due to injuries suffered by his teammates. During the 2015-2016 season, James led his team to win the city's first professional sports title in 52 years, breaking the Cleveland sports curse. The Cavaliers made history when they became the first team to come back from a 3-1 series shortfall in the NBA Finals. His outstanding performance led him to be voted the Finals MVP. During the 2017-2018 NBA season, James was sent out for the first time in his 1,082 career appearances for yelling at a referee. On July 1st, he announced his decision to sign with the Los Angeles Lakers, a process which was completed on July 9th. Public reactions this time around to his announcement were more approving, considering the controversies that surrounded his first departure from the Cavaliers in 2010. In the 2019-2020 NBA season, James won his 4th NBA championship and also the 4th NBA Finals MVP award. The Lakers defeated the Miami Heat in Game 6 to clinch the championship. James became the oldest player in the league to win the award at the age of 35, and also, the only player in the NBA to win the award with 3 different teams. The 2020-21 season, reduced to 72 games for each team and starting on December 22, 2020, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, began after the shortest off-season in NBA history. On February 18, James became the 3rd player in NBA history with 35,000 career points, joining Hall of Fame Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Karl Malone. By January 20, 2022, he is the first player to record at least 30,000 career points, 10,000 career rebounds, and 9,000 career assists. At the 2022 NBA All-Star Game held in Cleveland, James was celebrated among the other 75 players for the NBA's 75th anniversary team. On May 24, he made his 18th consecutive All-NBA team selection, extending the record for most selections in NBA history, being named for the second time to the All-NBA third team. On August 18, 2022, James re-signed with the Los Angeles Lakers on a 2-year, $97.1 million deal. The contract extension made James the highest-paid athlete in NBA history at $528.9 million, surpassing Kevin Durant in all-time earnings. National Team and Olympics. James made his debut for the United States national team at the 2004 Olympics in Athens, Greece. James and his team defeated Lithuania and won bronze medals. Before naming James to the 2008 Olympic team, Team USA managing director Jerry Colangelo and coach Mike Krzyzewski gave James an ultimatum to improve his attitude, and he heeded their advice. At the FIBA Americas Championship 2007, Team USA went 10-0, winning the gold medal and qualifying for the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, China. During the 2008 Summer Olympic Games, James and his US team defeated Spain in the finals and won gold medals. The team included star players like Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, and Jason Kidd. James did not play at the 2010 FIBA World Championship but rejoined Team USA for the 2012 Olympics in London, England and won his 2nd consecutive Olympic gold medal. The team included star players like Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, and Carmelo Anthony. He also joined Michael Jordan as the only players to win an NBA MVP award, NBA championship, NBA Finals MVP, and Olympic gold medal in the same year. Legacy. James left high school as one of the most hyped prospects in NBA history. While James has never won the Defensive Player of the Year award, he has finished 2nd in the voting twice and lists it as one of his main goals. His teams have appeared in the finals 10 times and won 4 championships. His 10 finals appearances are tied for 3rd all-time. On the basis of his career longevity and on-court performances, sports publications have consistently included James in rankings of the best basketball players in history, and he was named the Associated Press Male Athlete of the Decade for the 2010s. James is also discussed within the context of being the greatest basketball player of all time, which has resulted in frequent comparisons to Michael Jordan. In a 2016 interview with Sports Illustrated, James acknowledged that his motivation was surpassing Jordan as the greatest. Davis et al. Of Business Insider stated, the data would suggest that younger, more engaged NBA fans lean toward James, as he's still playing. Awards and honors. King James has received many awards and honors in his life. Some of them are 4 times NBA champion, 4 times NBA Finals Most Valuable Player, 18 times NBA All-Star, 6 times, NBA All-Defensive Selection, NBA 75th Anniversary Team, 2 times Olympic gold medal winner, AP Athlete of the Decade 2010-2021 President's Award, 6 times Cleveland Sports Awards Professional Athlete of the Year, South Main Street, in downtown Akron, renamed King James Way. Personal life. James married his high school sweetheart Savannah James on September 14, 2013, in San Diego, California. They have 3 children, 2 sons, Bronny and Bryce, and daughter Zuri. During his stint with the Heat, James resided in Coconut Grove, where he bought a $9 million three-story mansion overlooking Biscayne Bay. In November 2015, James bought a 9,350-square-foot East Coast-style mansion in Brentwood, Los Angeles for about $21 million. James owns another home in Brentwood, which he purchased for $23 million in December 2017. James invests heavily in his health, reportedly having spent $1.5 million a year to pay for personal chefs and athletic trainers, as well as physical therapies for recovery. He drinks wine every night, believing that it is good for his heart. In January 2009, doctors at the Cleveland Clinic discovered a growth on the right side of James's jaw. James's best friends in the NBA are Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, and former Heat teammate Dwayne Wade. The trio have been referred to as the Banana Boat Crew. During an excursion to the Bahamas, James rescued Anthony from the water when Anthony was carried away from the boat by the current. During an Instagram live session, Anthony later recounted, "He saved my life." Throughout his career, James has been ranked by Forbes as one of the world's most influential athletes, and in 2017, he was listed by Time as one of the 100 most influential people in the world. Endorsement and social works. James has signed numerous endorsement contracts. Some of the companies that he has done business with are Audemars Piguet, Beats by Dre, Coca-Cola, Dunkin' Brands, McDonald's, Nike, and State Farm. In 2013, he surpassed Bryant as the highest-paid basketball player in the world, with earnings of $56.5 million. In 2014, James realized a profit of more than $30 million as part of Apple's acquisition of Beats Electronics. He had originally struck a deal to get a small stake in the company at its inception in exchange for promoting its headphones. In 2015, he was ranked the 6th highest earning sportsperson and 3rd highest in 2016, after Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. James has stated that he would like to own an NBA team in the future, albeit in a hands-off capacity. In 2011, James co-founded the designer retail store in Miami, Florida. In 2015, he played himself in the Judd Apatow film Trainwreck, receiving positive reviews for his performance. In February 2019, it was revealed that James would executive produce rapper 2 Chainz's new album Rap or Go to the League. In 2021, James produced and acted in a cartoon film named Space Jam: A New Legacy. As of September 2022, James is the most followed basketball player on Instagram. James is an active supporter of nonprofit organizations, including After School All-Stars, Boys and Girls Clubs of America, and Children's Defense Fund. He also has his own charity foundation, the LeBron James Family Foundation, which is based in Akron. In 2016, he donated $2.5 million to the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture to support an exhibit on Muhammad Ali. In 2017, he received the J. Walter Kennedy Citizenship Award from the NBA for his outstanding service and dedication to the community. In June 2008, James donated $20,000 to a committee in support of Obama for the 2008 U.S. presidential election. On August 19, 2020, he announced his intentions to support the Joe Biden 2020 presidential campaign and that of his running mate Kamala Harris in advance of the 2020 U.S. presidential election. Thus, this is the life story of legend LeBron James. We hope that you have learned many lessons and get motivated by his struggle to his achievement of life. So if you will work hard, you will definitely achieve success in life. We hope that you have enjoyed watching our video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you soon.